Morning, Daniel. Mwah. Oh, well, what about you?
I've had mine, Tar. I've made you coffee, toast, son.
He's spoiling me. Not used to this treatment.
Did he smoke now? Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. If we're going to be living under the same roof, we can't have no-go areas of conversation, can we? So, what are you two going to be up to today?
Well, I thought I'd take him to Heaton Park if it stays sunny.
Well, watch him on the bus. Sit next to someone with a shopping bag. He helps himself.
There's lots of places I could take him if I could drive.
Yeah, well, you need a car.
Well, I'm not being cheeky, but yours is just stood outside school all day.
True.
My dad gave me some lessons once, but it nearly come to blows.
Yeah, well, it's never a good idea to instruct a member of your own family.
No. What I really need is someone who's not a relative, but who's patient and is used to teaching people how to do things.
You feeling any better?
A bit.
Upsetting yourself like you did last night. I don't know where you get these ideas from.
I'm just facing the fact that most of this is my fault, even if it has taken me too long to realise it.
Vicky, look, how many more times? It's not to do with you. Steve MacDonald was rotten from the day he was born.
Nobody's born rotten. Maybe if he'd have had to fight a bit harder for things in life, it would have been different.
He'd have fought for nothing, him. He wanted everything handed to him on a plate, and he made damn sure it was.
But without me, he might have stood a better chance. He should have stayed with Fiona. He really cared about her, you know. I kidded myself about that as well.
He dumped her, for God's sake. The lass had no cash.
I've got to make you realise when I say that it was all my fault.
Greasy little swine twisted you round his finger right from the word go.
No. Spoilt little rich girl always got what she wanted. I was quite blatant.
You were a young, innocent kid. He'd knocked around with God knows how many.
No, I am not innocent. I am not your sweet little Vicky. I'm a grown woman, and I knew exactly what I was doing. I went out of my way to get him, and I did. So if I'm even partly to blame, then how can I go to court and testify against him? I can't.
My ear's burning.
This might amaze you, mate, but we've got lives as well. You're not the only topic of conversation round here.
Oh, fair enough. You were talking about me, though, right?
Childhood memories. Just talking about how you always used to get round me to dig you out of trouble at school.
That's what mums do.
Your dad were right. He always said I were too soft.
Hey, let him take his medicine like a wee man.
But it was right!
Look, Mum, that's rubbish. None of this is down to you.
And that's the first true word you've said in a long time.
Look, face it, I never got in any real trouble until she came tripping along.
Oh, so it's all Vicky's fault? Of course it is. Why didn't we realise?
Look, all I'm saying is that, you know, if I hadn't have met her, then, you know, maybe things would be different now.
Oh, aye, of course they would, yeah. You'd have a nice little desk job in a bank, suburban semi, company pension scheme, yeah, right.
He's not at the factory, where is he?
Well, I take it you're talking about my husband.
Do you know what them scumbags have gone and done now? They've only done a stamp me benefit. And me housing benefit. They'd have me flaming knickers off me if they could.
Oh, no, that can't be right, surely.
No, it's not right. It's a lousy, rotten injustice. It's persecution, that's what.
Hey, look, hang on. Take it easy. Take it easy. Alma, get a cup of tea, will you? Now then, why the hell would you want to do something like this?
Yes, I did a few hours cleaning for her old man. And some stinking toe rag's gone and shot me.
Well, that's awful, but you can hardly blame Mike.
A few hours lousy skimming and I've lost the lot. Who's going to tell my Jamie that I've no brass left to buy his supper? Who's going to tell him that we'll soon be kipping in Cardboard City?
Look, I tell you what, I can lend you a few bob if it's any...
But then what? Go round with me begging bowl? I might as well just sit on a street corner with a placard around my neck with rested dossers.
Oh, Marmaduke's taken to our Billy, you know, like a treat, I'm happy to say. I was a bit worried, though, in case you've got jealous, you know. Well, you never know with pets, do you?
No, you can't call them pets now. No, it's not PC. Politically correct. I knew I'd rue the day she swapped True Romance for The Guardian.
Actually, I heard it on the radio. It said that in America...
America? Oh.
Yeah, but they have to call them animal companions now.
Oh, good.
See you, Betty.
Bye.
Hiya. Hello, Poppet. Now, can we still call them babies, or are they pre-adults?
Oh, once something tickles her, she won't let it drop. Right, what can I get you?
Actually, I wanted to speak to Mrs. Sullivan.
Ah, so Mrs. Wilton can go in the kitchen and put the kettle on. Unless that's not PC. Yes, love, what can I do for you?
It's Ashley. He's done something stupid and got himself the sack.
That often happens when you've done something stupid.
He were dumb to have took the morning off.
He got sacked because he took the morning off?
Well, he gives some cheek and all, but he's learnt his lesson and it won't happen again.
Well, I'm very glad to hear it. So what can I do for you?
Well, I thought you might put a word in for him, seeing as how you're friend of his uncle, like.
So what's to stop young Ashley putting a word in for himself?
He's scared.
So he got you to go all round the houses and come to me?
No, I don't know anything about it. It was my idea. It were a bad one. Forget it.
Keen on him, aren't you?
I just wanted to help. I'm sorry.
£2.40, gents.
Yeah, I'll get these. Oh, cheers.
Thanks, love.
So how's the latest romance going? Early days yet. There's been complications.
Oh, right. What, the daughter? Did you bribe her, like I said?
Took them both for a night out.
Yeah, the bribe. And?
Well, she seemed chuffed.
Well, like I said, piece of cake. Now I should have had a teenage son. He would have been on a sticky wicket. I should know.
Well, you don't need to be no mind reader to guess what them two are on about.
You should not be that stupid.
Look, I'm telling you, she's talked herself into it.
Or he has. If he's been anywhere near her again.
No. She's dreamed this one up herself. It's too subtle for him. Any road, seemingly, it's all her fault now. And so it's her that should take the punishment.
Martyr herself for scum like that. I don't get it. A few days ago, hanging was too good.
Well, the poor kid doesn't know which way's up. My only worry is she's on the verge of a breakdown.
All thanks to we know who.
We've all failed her, you know, one way or t'other. Me, you, Bet.
We tried talking her out of marrying him till we were blue in the face. What else could we have done? Short of kidnapping her?
Or him. Maybe we should have. Press ganged him onto one of Sunliner's boats, had him dumped on a desert island.
Crocodile infested for preference.
Anyway, it's no good if some guts, is it? I mean, this is where we're at. This is what we have to deal with.
I'll speak to her.
Well, I hope you have more luck than I did.
Those seams are too wide. You're wasting fabric. Ida, show her, will you?
Harry Jacobs just run to see if he can make it a 3 tomorrow instead of 4.
Yeah, no problem.
That's what I told him.
Hang on. If you've got me organised, why bother asking?
Protocol.
So you're back finally, are you?
Oh, what's she doing here?
She were in earlier on Mr. Baldwin.
They've only gone to stop me benefit now.
You know, her income support.
Thank you, Ida. I don't need an interpreter.
And me housing benefit.
Well, who's going to pay the rent on the flat?
Well, I can't, can I?
Well, you better find some way, otherwise you're out.
Oh, that's charming, that is. Consider I'm only in this mess because of you.
Huh. How'd you make that out?
That job I did for you. Somebody's gone and grassed me up.
Well, I hope you're not suggesting it was me.
No, but if it's down to you that I'm in this mess, then it's down to you to get me out of it.
Oh. Well, that's a remarkable piece of logic, even by your erratic standards.
Look, I don't expect any handouts.
But I expect some rent.
Then give me some work. That's all I'm asking. Then we'd both be suited. Look, you were happy with the way I cleaned that unit. You must be able to find me something else.
Sorry, sweetheart. That was a one-off.
So that's it? You and your kid can go and starve? Well, thanks a bunch, Mr. Baldwin. I wish I'd burned that flaming place down now.
I could have talked at the shop.
I thought it would be more private here.
So, what did you want to speak to me about then?
I gather you've got some ridiculous idea about changing your testimony.
Thought you might draft in allies.
Your granddad's very concerned about you, Vicky. We both are.
I'm very concerned about me. I don't particularly want to go to prison. But I've ruined Steve's life enough as it is. I don't want to make it any worse.
You do realise that if you withdraw your original statement, it's tantamount to admitting that he was telling the truth all along, that you were the liar.
I don't care.
Plus you'll be held in contempt of court. Be guilty of 2 offences then.
May as well be hung for a sheep as a lamb.
Vicky, you'll wreck your life for nothing. Chances are he'll still go down even without your evidence.
Yes, but it would be a certainty with it, wouldn't it?
Oh. Mrs. Buxton came back early from lunch. Well?
If you mean has he talked any sense into me yet, then the answer's no. Because I happen to believe that what I'm saying does make sense. All I know is this is the only way I can live with myself.
Vicky, listen.
Please.
No, I'm sick of listening. I'm sick of everybody telling me what to do, what to say, what to think. I can't take any more. I've had enough.
Temperature's a bit chilly for May.
You never struck me as being that sensitive.
All right, I know when I'm getting a cold shoulder. Spit it out.
All right, then. I thought you behaved abominably to that girl.
She barges her way onto my premises, slags me off in front of my staff, and I'm the one that's behaving badly.
She is at her wit's end.
She hasn't got any wits to be at the end of.
You could at least have tried to see if there was some way you could have helped her.
Well, why me? It's not my fault she was found fiddling the system.
She knows that. That was just an excuse.
Well, for what?
Oh, you only see things the way you want to, don't you?
You're treading on very dangerous ground here, young lady.
Trisha came to you because you're the one person with any clout she knows that can help her.
I know that girl better than you do, and she's trouble with a capital T.
Oh, so you're just going to tread her even deeper into the gutter than she already is?
I had a boss once, you know. First and only time I ever worked for anyone. And if I'd have spoken to him the way you're speaking to me, I'd have been out.
Suits me. I told you before, I'm not sure I want to work for a man who's got no principles.
All right. So what happened to protocol? Come on, you daft back. Get back to work. Oh, I don't know. I must be going soft in my old age.
Thanks, Alma.
And I hope it goes well on Friday.
Yeah, well, coming from your husband, I think going well would mean he gets sent down for life.
Well, it doesn't from me.
I know. And thanks. I'll tell him.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. Rubber ball, me. Well, truth is, I could wring our kid's neck for what he's done. I really could. But if anybody else has a go...
Ah, well, he's your brother.
I know. Twin brother. There is a bond, like it or not, which I don't, actually, at the moment, very much at all.
Can I have a coffee, please? White, no sugar.
Are we still talking? You're looking a bit rough.
Well, you've not lost your usual smoothie charm.
I wanted to call round and see you, Vicky, but...
Opposite sides of the camp. It's okay.
we can still be friends.
I haven't got any, actually.
I don't really know what to say, except I wish, like...
That Steve had never met me.
Well, for your sake as much as his.
Yes, well, he did. So we're both stuck with that.
You're no right going to her.
Well, you wouldn't ask him, so I thought she might.
You made me look complete twit now.
You are a twit. I only did it because I care about you.
And that is your first mistake. Letting a man get you is a fool's game.
I can't take you lot to the countryside. Frighten the cows, won't they, David?
Yeah.
Then we'll have no milk to put on our cornflakes, will we?
To learn about life, well, was stupid Mrs. Taylor.
All right.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
When they take you to prison, will they make you eat porridge? I ate porridge.
Hey, Sarah, come on.
I can't stop long, because Becky will be back from her pals.
She's a nice kid.
Do you know, sometimes I feel like she's the mother and I'm the child.
Yeah, know what you mean. All adults these days, aren't they? Certainly scare the pants off me. So, what's it to be? Tea, coffee, speciality cocktail, de la maison?
What, 5 o'clock in the afternoon?
Oh, if we were in Africa now, we'd be sat in the veranda having sundowners.
And swatting the mozzies. Have you ever been anywhere exotic?
Nah, our kid's the traveller in the family. Merchant Navy. So what's the verdict?
On?
Me and Becky. Yeah, it's all right. Didn't expect her to be wild about me. She's bound to be anti any new guy that comes along. Especially when he's the first one that her mum's taken seriously since her dad died.
Who said anything about taking you seriously?
What? You mean you're just toying with me?
And if I said yes?
Well, great. I love being toyed with.
You're daft.
Well, never claimed otherwise.
Des, thanks for being so understanding about Becky.
It's all right. What was I supposed to do? Throw a tantrum because she doesn't think I'm the best thing since Brad Pitt?
No, she'll get used to you.
I'm like acne. I grow on you. Come here. You tell me, what do young girls eat?
Half a cracker and a glass of water. They're all anorexic.
Not Kelly, thank heaven. I'll have 2 vanilla slices. And if she is on a diet, I can have them both.
But is she settling in then?
Yeah, like a member of the family. Even down to heavy hints about me giving a driving lesson.
Oh, what did you say?
Well, I suddenly found this riveting article about pork belly futures.
Well, what are they?
Haven't a clue.
Oh, hey, Trisha Armstrong's been looking for you.
Yeah, she found me.
Oh, poor girl, she's in a right state. She's lost all her benefits. I mean, were you able to give her any advice?
Yeah, get lost.
All heart, as usual.
You're as well at the moment, I hear. Taking in waifs and strays. Or is it just nubile teenage girls?
I know, you've got to go.
Oh, I've got time for a coffee first.
Oh, big deal. I'm sorry. It's just...
Yeah?
Well, it's like we're having an illicit affair or something. I mean, it's a bit ridiculous considering we're both free consenting adults.
Look, I mean, you know why I can't stay overnight.
Yes, well, Becky doesn't expect you to be a nun for the rest of your life.
Telling her that I was seeing someone was bad enough. I mean, how am I going to say that I'm sleeping with you?
She must know about the birds and the bees.
Oh, don't be awkward. I mean, that's not the issue.
She loved her father. I understand that. But your own life to lead.
Des, we've been so close this last couple of years. Just me and Becky. It's going to take time. Time for her to get used to the idea that there's someone else around.
How much time?
I don't know. You know, I mean, if you're not prepared to wait, then fine. Why should you? You don't even know me. Thousands of women out there with no attachments to get in the way.
They don't sell ornamental chamber pots.
So it's me chamber pots you're after?
Kinky for them. Want sugar?
You're learning.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're closed. It's all right, Mavis. He's not a customer.
Business maxim number 1. The whole world's a customer.
In that case, would you like to buy a £2 box of chocolates?
Oh, I would, but this wouldn't. In any case, I could hardly give it to you as a gift.
That would make a change from lamb chops. Right, I'll be off then. All right.
See you tomorrow.
Enjoy your aubergine crumble. They're having aubergine crumble. I've told you they tend towards vegetarian.
And I've told you, no dirty talk.
Good night. Before we go, Fred, a word about young Ashley.
Oh, aye? What's he been telling you?
He hasn't, but I happen to know you've sacked him.
You mean you've not actually spoken to him yourself, then?
No. What difference would that make?
Oh, none at all, none at all. No, it's just that the lad sometimes lets his mouth run away with him. A vivid imagination runs in the family.
Exactly. He's family, Fred, and he's a decent lad. Whatever he's done, everybody deserves a second chance.
Business maxim number 2. You run your business and let other people run theirs.
You mean Rita, keep your nose out?
Put it this way, I don't tell you how to deal with that dippy Mavis of yours, do I?
No.
Exactly. All right, no offence, Duke.
No, of course not.
Thank you. You're not working tonight, then?
No, I were planning a night in, but Steve wants to have a chat with his dad, so I thought I'd better leave him to it.
One thing about all this, it's brought you and Jim a bit closer together, eh?
Don't get your hopes up. There's going to be no big reconciliation scene.
Yeah, but at least you can stand him coming around the house now.
I've had to learn to stand a lot more than that lately. Truth is, Bill, I'm worried sick. Whatever heartache he's given me is still my son. And the thought of him going to prison, I don't know if he can take it. I don't know if any of us can.
Oh, she was in a right mess. I mean, I tried talking to her, but she didn't want to know. Said she's got no friends around here anymore.
Oh, she tried to speak to me yesterday and I was too busy with something so important I can't even remember what it was now. Betty?
What, lovey?
Can you and Andy hold the fort for an hour?
I don't know about that, love.
Well, it's Vicky.
Oh, right. Make sure it's no longer than the hour.
Thanks, Betty.
OK, look.
Before you make any cracks, no, I know I shouldn't be here. But it's either this or throw myself in the flaming air well.
Well, I was going to ask you what you wanted to drink, but I don't think I'll bother. I'll tell you. Betty?
Yes, sir.
Brandy and orange, please. Double.
Hey, you'll have me sozzled.
There's worse things.
Has anything turned up yet?
Only bills. Any road, why should you care?
Oh, no need to ask what you've been doing. Sticking pins in a Mike Baldwin doll.
Mike?
She thinks I'm the first cousin to Beelzebub.
Hey, it's no joking, that, mate.
I know, you're right. Being broke should be taken seriously. Which means you don't come barging in, slagging off the bloke you're trying to get a job off.
What did you want me to do? A flaming fan dance?
If you want to work, you should ask for an interview politely and properly like normal people. Then I might. I said I just might. See if there's anything going.
Can I have an interview, Mr. Baldwin? Please?
Yeah, all right, tomorrow morning. But I'm not making any promises.
Well, my brief reckons that Vicky will have a tough time convincing the jury beyond reasonable doubt that I had anything to do with bribing Fox.
Yeah, well, it's still her word against yours, isn't it?
Yeah, but she'll bottle out. I mean, she was only put up to lying by Nick and Alec, the brokers, man. I mean, they make good pantotunes if they weren't just devious old gits.
Uh-huh. You reckon? Well, listen. Victoria is no puppet. She got rid of that flat and she got rid of the business off her own bat. Nobody else's help, all right?
Yeah, well, we don't know that, though, do we? Yeah, but what I do know is when she's in court and I'm in the dock, she'll not want to see me go down, will she? She'll not want to see me go to prison, will she? No.
I'd have been better off if Grandad and Bet had left me where I was when my parents died.
No, you wouldn't.
At least I wouldn't have met some of the rotten people around here, would I?
It's only Steve who's let you down. Everybody else cares.
Who? Bet? It didn't stop her walking out on me, did it? Grandad? Well, he's never forgiven me for disobeying him and marrying Steve. And Uncle Nick cares more about my blasted inheritance than about me. I've got a good mind to just pack my bags and leave them all to it.
What about the trial?
What about it? If I testify against Steve, then he'll go to prison. If I don't, then I will. Some choice.